We're back.
Is this the secret episode?
Can you keep my secret?
No, we're not doing that.
Why?
We've tried and tried and tried from every angle to do the bestiality episode, and it just won't work. We can't crack the code.
Okay, what if we create a private second podcast just for beast stuff?
You might be onto something.
Yeah?
That might be our members only content.
Members only bestiality podcast.
How many times can we say it in the first minute to push the boundaries?
Push what? Bestiality?
Of
Sex with animals?
Of monetization.
Consensual sex between an adult human and an adult animal?
Yeah, who's getting hurt?
Nobody. They're both adults.
Yeah.
Animals can consent.
Yeah.
Listen, if children up to the age of 10 months can decide their own gender, then animals...
Then adult animals, at the very least,
to sex.
can consent. What a way to start a podcast.
Do you want to start again?
I do not
No, good, because
want to start.
I don't either.
Neither of us want to start again. Hey, if you want to get in on the members-only content for the podcast, I guess we could say who we are first.
No.
I'm Scott.
I'm Drew.
It's one of those high energy podcasts.
Oh, we're both that you've
come to know and love.
It's something like going and seeing a movie last week, going and seeing a movie, and then recording a podcast that goes 2.5 hours where neither one of you have eaten, and it is now 6:30 at night.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's too much food? And to be fair, I ate everything except for like this much of the last sandwich.
Finish that sandwich.
It's in the garbage already. So it was the right amount.
It was the right amount of too much food.
Right amount of too much food.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got less for that. I could have gotten more food.
You could have, coward.
Yeah. You know what? You were right to bully me.
Yep. And I'll never not bully you.
NNB. Neil Breen.
Neil Breen.
I'm Scott. I'm at not Scott Henson on most things. Most especially PayPal.me/not Scott Henson. That's where the money goes. That's where your money goes. To me and Drew, if specified.
PayPal.me/Sarian Softpaws.
Mm-hmm.
Letterboxd, Twitter, PSN, Instagram, Mastodon, FetLife, for Affinity. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've had Spotify. You can find me on there.
What do you got going on Spotify?
Well, I'll tell you what the worst thing I've got going on Spotify is. I just made one playlist that's everything. So it's like 600 songs, but I would rather them be separated into whites and colors, but I'm too lazy to do it.
I couldn't have imagined that's where that sentence was going to go.
I want one playlist that's just like the hip hop and rap and R&B.
Sure.
And then the other playlist is just everything else, because sometimes I'm not in the mood for the rest of it. I just want the good stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm way too lazy to go in and separate everything. So I've just been doing one playlist, and then I'm hitting like skip. Yeah, okay. And then skip. Oh, okay. It's really annoying.
So you got like Blue Armor by Ghostface Killah.
Yeah.
And then like Two Princes by Spin Doctors comes on. Yeah. And you're like, well, I wasn't fishing, but I like what I caught. That's fun. I don't have these Spotify playlists I hear so much about.
You just use your phone.
I just use my phone. And until pretty recently, my iPod.
Yeah. Does your iPod still work, though?
Probably.
Oh.
It was working when I switched to the phone.
Yeah.
But
mine still works.
Yeah.
I just don't use it.
It's only 160 gigs. I need more juice.
You need more juice. More juice.
I got a lot. I have hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes of podcasts that I've already listened to that I'm never going to listen to again, that I need at my beck and call at all times. I can't afford not to have that on my music playing device.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. It only makes sense.
But that used to be with iTunes, right?
Yeah.
I would just subscribe to or like follow everything I'd want to listen to.
Yeah.
And then I would go to like connect my iPod to, put new songs that I whatever. And I'd look and realize, oh, there's like 400 podcasts that are going to try to auto sync.
Yeah.
So I would have to go like, no.
You got to Sophie's Choice them.
Yeah. So that was really annoying.
Yeah.
Also, feel free to keep buying me Blu-rays from America, because one, they only have English on them. English only, USA, and
USA, okay,
and it's cheaper than me buying them. So if you,
that's true. People buying stuff for you is cheaper than you buying them, especially for you.
Correct.
But any way you slice it, if you're American, less money is spent than if Drew bought them.
Correct.
Which I think is what you're saying.
That is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I got a list. I got Amazon.com up so that when this podcast is over, assuming I don't immediately fall asleep, that I will make my wish list of American products.
What's your wish?
To have DVDs or Blu-rays bought for me. Mostly Blu-rays.
But mostly Betamax.
But mostly...
You're a collector.
I'm a collector. I'm the collector. I'm going to booby trap a house, and then when you come inside, you'll get trapped in there. That's the collector.
That's the collector?
And the collection, which is the sequel.
Who's the bone collector?
Who was the... I mean, that's Denzel and Queen Latifah. And I don't remember who the bad guy is.
But that's the question. Who
was the bone collector in the TV show? You watched. It's network television. You watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Don't shut up. Don't
but
pretend.
Denzel was the black guy from Grimm.
Oh, I don't.
I think. Do not repeat.
John David Washington.
Do not hold me to that. Is the bone collector
Michael Andrews?
Michael Rooker? No, he's a police. He's a police. Is Leland Orser looks like he could be a bone collector?
It is.
Is he a bone collector?
That's him.
Yeah.
He collects the bones.
He definitely looks like a murder
I remember seeing that movie in theaters
Brag.
with my two friends, Darren Postulo and Big Czar Driver. And Darren P. and I kept implying that Czar, who is half Indian, half black, was in love with Queen Latifah. And we kept calling her the boner collector.
That's pretty good.
Because she was trying to collect Czar's boner.
That makes good sense. That all checks out. I like it.
And then he got real mad at us.
Stop being friends with you.
Well, yeah. Also, he went to a different high school than us, so we didn't see him that often.
Sad.
Yeah.
Is it the black guy from Grimm? Yes. I was beginning to horribly doubt myself. He's currently in 18 episodes of 2021 to present television series BMF.
What? Bad motherfucker?
Bad. It's not. That's how they...
Black motherfucker.
Black mafia family. Who saw that coming?
They got me. They got me being racist.
Russell Hornsby. A very black man with a very white name. You tricked me.
Gotcha, bitch. I'll throw out right now, first thing on the list, after we went and saw one of the two movies we are going to talk about on this episode, that we saw a trailer for Metropolis. You asked me, have I seen it? I said, I'm not sure.
Maybe? Yeah.
I haven't.
Okay.
So I looked up the Blu-ray on Amazon.
This is a backdoor pitch for someone to buy you Metropolis?
$41 Canadian. And it says that it ships in 2 to 3 weeks. Because it's from an import, I guess. American?
What's going on Amazon.com?
$19.95.
Probably ships quicker than 2 to 3 weeks.
The goddamn price.
Also.
and it does not appear to not have a ship date. Like, it just ships immediately.
If someone wants to be a sport,
Somebody wants to get me
And buy Drew
Osamu
a-
Tezuka's
father of
Metropolis.
anime.
Not to be confused with 1928's Metropolis.
Yeah, we're talking. Oh, is this 01?
Yes. Does not say on Amazon, but I believe it is 2000.
Feels like 01.
2000, 2001, 2002, something like
I got you covered.
that.
Metropolis. 2001.
There's one. There you go.
Oh, I love that it's listed in IMDb as Metropolis.
Ooh, very adorable. So there's that, and then there's Katsuhiro's Otomo's Memories.
Memories? It's about a nice set.
It is currently
A juicy pear.
Currently 10% off on American, so it's $26.95. I believe it's like $65 on Canadian or something crazy like that. Memories.
This would be 1995's Memories.
See, correct.
Did you say C?
See,
But in like with a Japanese inflection.
that happens. There's Japanese Latinos.
No,
Oh.
that's too far.
Mexican and Korean.
No.
But what about photographing same race couples? Well, I
As a
offer
matter
a
of fact.
20% keep it within your own race discount.
The stick to your own kind discount.
Oh, I lied. It's 15% off in Canadian.
Oh, it keeps getting better and better.
So don't buy me that. I'll buy it myself.
Okay, so to be clear, buy Drew 2001's Metropolis
Buy me this, not that.
and do not buy him 1995's Memories.
But feel free to buy me other movies and just ask me which ones I want.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then send Scott the equal amount of money.
Yes, I have no material wants, so
Coward.
So money is good. Thank you.
God, what the fuck happened here?
What's going on?
Well, there's a Criterion Blu-ray in the fold that the price just went up by $22.
Oh,
So I guess I'm not.
I guess I'm
getting
never
it.
getting that. What was that, fella?
It would be. Oh, go back. One false move.
Seems like your false move was not buying one false move fast enough.
No, because it was already $49, which is like regular Criterion.
Yeah, but now
price,
it's
so-
$700.
No, that's fine. No, it's fine.
Enjoy never having it.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
I bet you do. I bet you're just.
Shut up.
You're just hiding it. You don't want me to see you cry.
I'm gonna.
Even though I see you cry all the
I'm gonna
literally all the
emotionally
time.
hurt you so fucking bad. You're gonna be so goddamn sad.
Speaking of money, one way to get that to us is to become a member on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@notscotthenson. And you can click the join button. Or if you're a bitch, just click the subscribe button and the bell beside it. And then you're
Ding.
at least subscribed to the channel and not giving us any money. But if you want to go a step beyond, if you want to think outside the bun, then click the join button, join at $5, $10, or the correct $50 level. And be like these fine folks. Nick S., Shinobu, noted non-creep brand, of course.
For now.
Maddie, Zachary K., Tommy, Caraxa, Eve, Brian Palmer, Jimbo Jones, Brian Silverman, Final Douglas, who might also be a Brian, Joe Steoten. I've still never become confident on what syllable to emphasize in that last name.
Uh-huh.
Stiotan. I remember him telling me that it's like studio, so it's Steotan. But is it Steotan? Is it Steotan? Thanks, Joe. Dry Juice, Caffeinated. Here I am 123, who is a Brian.
Good.
Sonex, not a Brian. Pseudo Scott Campbell, Tachyon, Limp Bizkit Dreamcast, Vicious Cabaret, Brock, Kuroku Benditu, Eve Nigma. So 2 Eves, 7 Brians, and Tulika.
Not enough Brians, too many Eves.
So thanks to all you guys.
I demand
Much
one
appreciated.
of the Eves change their name to Brian.
I like that. We've made our peace with multiple Brians.
Yeah.
Multiple Eves is a new thing that we're uncomfortable with. And so if one of you could kindly make the move to Brian, and I'm going to say the one who's paying less, and that's Eve Nigma. So first Eve,
First Eve.
you're good for now. So thanks to all 24 of you. And I think if we get 6 more, we get a new emote, which we have like 3 or 4 that Carax has made that I don't have the privileges to upload yet because of the number of members. So if we can get some more members, then we can get some more emotes, and there's a few good ones to go. So get on that. Stop making a fool out of me. Fair?
No, keep making a fool of you. But yes, also fair.
Also an option.
Also an option.
We haven't done a creep of the week in a bit.
No, do you want me to find one?
I wouldn't mind doing it. I have one for you.
Oh, okay.
So
Nah, you're looking it up on your own. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm gonna give these are visual for you. So I'm gonna give these to you in the opposite order that I came upon them, because it's this is
the reveal is the other way.
This is the right order. So whenever someone follows me on Fur Affinity, I look them up to see what their deal is.
Right.
And
have we talked about this person?
I don't think we've talked about this person.
Okay.
I think the one I think what you're thinking of is the one we talked about at the con in Vegas.
Yeah.
Who they either watched or favorited something of mine, and then I looked at their they favorited one of mine, and I looked at their other favorites, and they're initially just little thumbnails, so you can't see details and stuff. So, and then I saw like one other like good looking piece of TF art. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this artist before, so I click on that artist.
Yeah.
And they are a fantastic quality transformation artist. They draw great stuff. There's just the one unfortunate thing in that the subject of every piece of transformation art, while turning into an animal, which looks great, is also shitting their pants in every single one. And it's
their pants.
Fucking disgusting. I got so bad. I'm like, you're such a good artist. If I could crop most of your art, I'd love it. But it's such a shame. Anyway, Twitter at StellaPaw284 enjoys my work on Fur Affinity, and as time goes on, the more
I don't care for this already.
I know it starts. Like, what's great about this fella, starts bad, gets worse.
That's what I like.
And he has 2 slightly different but related presences online.
God, don't make me do this.
I'm gonna make you do this.
Don't bring this into my life.
So
you put this evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Are you at x.com?
I am at x.com, and I went to Stella.
You're at StellaPaw284.
Yep.
Well, tell me what you see.
No.
Tell me about our new mutual friend.
My name is Cyril Bartholomew, and I'm a fan of Paw Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Paw Patrol !
Yep.
And above all, a fan of Sky, Coral, and Everest.
I assume those are Paw Patrol characters.
I would assume so.
What's his pinned tweet?
Adventure Bay. At twitch.tv/StellaPod284.
I actually haven't looked into his Twitch, but...
Born February 28th, 1984.
Oh, young man. One of the youngest Paw Patrol fans out there at a mere 39.
Joined June 2022.
It's been a big year.
following 491, followers 589.
Solid ratio.
Not followed by anyone you're following.
I decided not to
return the follow.
Yeah.
Fair. Hi, all. My name is Cyril Bartholomew. I'm a Paw Patrol fan, and I love Puppy Sky.
And then like a bunch of and hashtags. And it's a picture of a very much adult man.
Yep. Looks a little downsy.
I don't know if it's downsy. I mean...
fetal alcohol-y?
I think just severe...
dumb?
Severe autism.
Could be.
Yeah, like I don't know if a doctor's gonna... I don't know if a doctor's gonna admit that you can see autism in someone's eyes. Yeah. But you can, not. And it's here. So it's a picture of this adult man cuddling up to a plushie of I assume Puppy Sky, and it's a bummer. And then as you scroll down, you're gonna see a lot of Paw Patrol media.
Yep,
and not a lot of anything else.
That is correct.
Kind of his vibe.
That is correct. I am... oh, no. Liar.
What do we got?
He retweeted the trailer for the Ninja Turtles movie.
Ah, so he did.
But it also has
it's because it was posted by a Paw Patrol account. So technically... technically not.
That's fine. All Paw Patrol. Yep. Just gonna keep going until I see something non.
Yeah, I am too, but I think this is a fool's errand on both of our parts.
Oh, good thing we only have to go back to June 2022.
That's true.
Anything further than that,
he's a fairly frequent tweeter, like a few per day.
Here's somebody in a fursuit of the character he likes.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. This business?
Yeah, there's a bunch more.
I'm sure there is. Should we get those?
No.
Oh.
I
was joking.
Not a pedophile, and you're not that kind of autistic.
That's true. So, but here's the deal with Stella. Hold on.
Okay, where is this going?
No, I've just found an interesting thing. I found him. Oh no, it's okay. I thought he had like an alt but very similar account, Stella Pat 284, but the username is Stella Pat 284, and his @ is Stella Paw 284. So it's all just his account. So that's
June 15th, 2023.
Do we have a non?
He posted about his dog. That said, today I washed my dog, parentheses, Rocky. He is really adorable. And there are 3 pictures of a very old-looking dog.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if
ignore that one?
No, I'm going to see if there is a Paw Patrol character named Rocky. Because if so, that's still technically a Paw Patrol-related post.
I think you're going to find a Rocky.
Patrol. Rocky. Rocky is one of the 7 main protagonists in Paw Patrol. Oh, he's the coolest one.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
he's this guy. This guy, Rocky fucks.
Okay.
Okay. So
there are so many accounts that are just dedicated to Paw Patrol.
And they're
all adult.
I was gonna say they're all like little children's accounts, right? That would make sense.
Yeah, they're 8-year-olds that have x.com.
and this one's and birth dates in the 80s.
This one is I think, what's the handle? Let me go up.
Oh,
Small Mighty Sky. Isle of Man.
Yeah,
all Paw Patrol except also a big AEW fan.
That happens more than I'd like it to.
I don't like that.
I find
fans are also full-blown mental children.
Yeah, like I find the most autistic furry account, and then invariably there's like a WWE post.
This person also is really into My Little Pony.
I have a picture of the. person.
No.
I have a picture of Mighty Sky.
No, Scott, please don't do this to me.
He's posing with girl. He.
I just blew out the level. Wow.
He is posing with fursuit girl Paw Patrol. And our friend Mighty Sky here. Let me give
Okay, what if I close my eyes and you paint me a mental picture?
Oh, I'm gonna paint you a mental picture. All right.
A mentally deficient picture.
Yeah, so we're talking about at Small Mighty Sky. We're on the same page here. Okay. Hold
on, let me close my eyes. Okay.
Where does a fella begin? Okay.
Can I tell you what I picture Mighty Sky?
Tell me the picture.
Do you remember that picture of that guy doing the prom photo with Alexa Bliss?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I picture in my head.
Not
fat
bad.
enough?
Not bad. Yeah, so first of all, he makes our friend Stella Paw 284 look fully functional.
Okay.
That's where we're starting from. So we're talking Letterman jacket.
Cool.
That is too big and not his.
Still pretty cool.
He did not graduate school.
I was going to say, still Letterman
He went
jacket.
to a special school. Maybe he graduated the special school. He didn't graduate.
Summa cum laude.
He's doing a thumbs up with one hand and doing a, I'm going to say, he's really balancing out the thumbs up with the other hand. He's doing, is there a nicer, no, he's not doing straight thumbs up, thumbs down. He's doing what I can only, this is not going to win me friends. Okay, can everyone just be cool? Be cool today? All right, this is our second recording of the day. We've eaten one stupid meal. It's late. Look, there's a lot of extenuating circumstances here about what I'm going to say. So can people just be cool? Okay? Do you think people will be cool, Drew? Because
to you?
To me about what I'm going to say.
No. They'll be cool to me because I'm going to be mean to you.
Okay, can you guys promise to be cool to Drew about this? Okay.
Okay.
He's doing what I can only describe as retard claw with the other hand. Oh, I think I hurt Drew. It's not going to get better than that, so I'm going to show you the picture.
I'm sure it's because we've got the giggles.
Uh-huh.
But we should stop doing this podcast. I actually just found the picture, so
this fella?
Yeah, there's a second picture, no Letterman jacket.
Oh, he popped the jacket off.
And a third.
Yeah, so
and then a weird video.
Yeah, he's got a thing going on with his left hand.
Yeah, he's retarded.
Damn it. Okay, now I think people actually will be cool to me and less cool to you. I feel like I prefaced mine nicely. I said it and then stepped away from it.
Listen, Scott,
you hit it hard.
I tell it how I sees it. And that guy's retarded.
I mean, he is. He has...
There are so many...
adult Paw Patrol
Sky
accounts?
Puppy Patrol accounts. Oh, this hurts.
I assume Sky is the hottest girl in Paw Patrol.
I'm so sad right now.
Should I search that?
This is the most sad I've ever been.
I'm going to search it a little bit.
Okay. Type in the words.
Now that I'm saying it, I don't know. I'm getting cold feet.
No, do it. You brought this on yourself.
I'll phrase it as a question. Who
do I find the most attractive on Paw Patrol?
I can't believe this
says Scott.
This is going to come back to bite me so hard, but I love comedy. Oh, get out of here, Katie, the human girl. Barf.
Gross.
Oh, the answer's that one, and it's not Sky. Who are you? Sweetie. Sweetie's way harder than Sky. Sky's like a fucking Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah.
Nobody likes a Cocker Spaniel.
No.
You know what? I think I'm going to start an adult Paw Patrol account.
Do it, coward. You won't.
Sweetie's not one of the big 7, though, so maybe she doesn't count.
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
think Sky is the only... I guess there's a second girl... There's a second girl dog who... every other dog has, like, a uniform. We got, like, a...
Well, because they're on patrol.
Well, yeah, we got a cop and a fireman and I don't know, fucking astronaut and a construction worker, and then, like, the second girl dog is just nude.
Well, they know their audience. Children and retards.
So
30 minutes in, we can say the R word a bunch.
Can hit it hard, apparently. So yeah, so now this Twitter account was actually refreshing.
Oh no! Like this was the end result of
because I clicked on his Fur Affinity and then I clicked on his Twitter.
Right.
And this Twitter was so refreshing after seeing his Fur Affinity.
Yeah.
So if you would log in with your newly minted password to furaffinity.net/user/SarianSoftPaws, maybe you're still logged in. Or maybe you have to go to yahoo.com and type in take me to furaffinity.net.
No, I'm in. Is it the same username?
It is not.
Oh.
It is Master Leo.
Master Leo. Master.
And Drew gave me the look. And if you scroll through Master Leo's gallery, you will be begging to go back to @StellaPaw284 on Twitter. Drew, tell the nice people what you see. Blow them kisses.
Baby stuff.
Yeah,
here's a commission.
It's baby stuff.
Here's a commissioned one. Ugh, it's frames, and it's I don't know, some character, like it's a wolf maybe.
And if you were to assign the wolf a human age, what would it be? 0 to 2?
Like 3 maybe.
Okay,
max 3.
Yeah,
human years.
Yeah,
blue hair. Gray skin,
yeah,
lighter blue muzzle, paws, and color accent on the tail.
Yep. Anything else going on?
Dressed in a pink and white beret with a purple poof ball, and a pink and yellow and white coat, and a plaid brown skirt, knee-high socks, and a diaper.
I was gonna say, I'm like, he can't have possibly found the one picture in the guy's gallery that isn't wearing a diaper.
And the first frame is just neck down, and the skirt is floating up.
Sure. And
it says, something feels thick and crinkly, but spelt wrong.
I hate it.
Oh no. Why am I wearing a diaper? And then the next one goes, my nose ... is wet. And then the next frame, puppy got waggy tail too. And then the final full frame one.
Yeah.
Ehehe. Hello, mister. Could you help me? Please? I think puppy needs a diaper change.
I feel completely physically ill, and I'm so sorry.
I want every single person listening to this podcast that is furry or not to know that I am disgusted to be associated with this community.
Doesn't it really fucking suck sometimes?
Growing up, thinking, man, or like being a teenager to an adult man.
T to A.
T to A. And thinking, man, I fucking hate wrestling fans. I hate wrestling fans. I hate wrestling. I hate hanging out at shows when I'm not wrestling. They're the fucking worst. And then, bam, furries, and I go, wrestling fans are the best.
Love wrestling fans.
Love them.
Unimpeachable.
Do nothing wrong.
Never done anything wrong.
This one, also terrible.
Oh boy.
This is a male human.
Okay.
With like a dirt stash, ginger.
Okay.
Same beret as the previous character. So I'm thinking it's MTF baby trans.
I'm going to need
30 minutes.
Yeah, literally, I was going to say 1/2 hour of quiet time after that, not even full sentence, just phrase you just said.
So
I need shut up.
Frames. I gotta do this.
I need to process for just 1 minute.
You brought this on yourself.
I need a moment, Drew. Christ.
Why are you screaming in pain?
Why aren't you?
Okay, you brought this on yourself.
I know. This is 100% my fault. Anyway,
I'm just delivering the news. I'm a newscaster.
You're a newsman.
I'm a newsman of fur affinity art. So the first one is the dirt stashed ginger.
Yep.
Picking up the exact same beret that the other TF baby was wearing.
That the wolf was wearing.
The wolf baby was wearing.
Okay.
And it says, "Daw, it's a little kid's bonnet." Then the next frame puts it on.
Oh.
Hey now, look at that. Fits perfect. Now all I need is a pretty uniform. I feel like something is tickling me.
I'm going to throw up.
The third frame. Whoa, what's going on here? The fingertips are sort of starting to TF, and the hair is going from ginger to blue. And they have their shirt is coming up a little bit, and they have cum gutters.
so the guy is jacked.
He just has cum gutters. No abs.
Okay.
There is like a definitive like.
Okay.
And the fourth and final frame.
I'm surprised the fourth is like this seemed like a 17 frame sequence.
Huh. That's the uniform I wished for, but it's a girl's uniform. And there's like a little bit of teeth. The ears are starting to TF.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I want to kill myself and you and this guy and the artist, even though they've technically done nothing wrong.
Yeah,
but
and
they did draw it.
That's all totally fair. And I blame you for none of it. So keep in mind how we got here. This person
loves Paw Patrol.
Favorited something from my gallery, which does not make me feel good. So I've been scrolling through his favorites to see if I could find the one that was.
Uh-oh.
And I have.
Is it you as a baby?
It is. Luckily, there is no me as a baby.
Somebody commission Scott as a baby with a poopy diaper, please.
No, I will legitimately never speak to whoever does that again.
Send it to me so I have it. I don't care if Scott gets it.
No, it's okay. The picture doesn't involve you at all. It's much more Scott centric than you. It's the it's the third frame of Drew and Kelly at the FurCon TF sequence. Hey, with me just in the background, not hurting anybody.
Great. Cool.
We got me, Matt from 2 weeks ago. One P Dog, one Adam from Eames. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Eames. And the cold dead eyes of LW's a gator in the loosest sense of the term fursuit.
You flat fuck.
It's Flat Fuck Friday.
It is.
So
that was your fur affinity creep of the week?
That was that. Does everyone feel good? Does everyone feel better for having done that?
I would
was
like
that good
to hope
content?
So, but I don't.
I don't either. It went worse than I thought.
There was... Oh, no.
I fear you might still be on the page.
I'm not.
Oh.
No,
You've moved on to bigger and better
There
things?
was just a very hilarious botch on SmackDown.
Did it involve the ladies?
It did not. It involved...
Was it a boy botch?
It involved Shame and LA Knight.
Okay.
Both trying to stand on the top rope.
Ooh.
And just losing their balance and both going to the floor, and it's really embarrassing looking. So much for your push, bud.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It was a good run.
A good run that nobody internally wanted. It was
correct.
just him getting himself over.
Which always goes well for that person.
Yeah.
When you get yourself over.
Yeah.
Was
that it for your creeps?
Do you want more? I could probably find more, but
I mean, I thought if maybe you had one loaded up.
I very much do not. I was quite spent after that one.
Okay, fine.
I remembered the thing I was supposed to remember from last week.
Oh, good.
Can you believe it?
A whole week and you still remembered.
Didn't even have to write it down.
Cool.
Just use the old noggin. So don't think we've forgotten, and we're actually...
I already forgot.
We're actually trying to make efforts to make it happen. The prize we owe you fine people for getting us the Manscaped sponsorship. That's still, of course, going great. And so it was a... we ever say exactly what it was? Do we want to say exactly what it was?
Well,
because that's what leads
considering what the news is.
That's what leads me to what I want to say.
You can tell.
So we, at some point, although not in the next couple of weeks for reasons I'm about to explain, is as you know, as you should know, if unless you're a fake fan. You would know that
there's a lot of those.
Drew and I in professional wrestling are billed as from Furry Creek, British Columbia,
as a team,
and me
not
individually. Like I have a place in Furry Creek, and you stay at it sometimes when you're not when you're not in the Himalayas.
That's not what it is.
The snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas.
Thank you.
Pardon me.
Snapping ibex necks. Oh, that's a good shirt. Me with like a dead ibex in my mouth with bent in my mouth that just says like check your neck.
Check your neck, ibex.
Yeah. We need to get 90 more shirts. Sorry, not to break up your thing. I told Steve, friend of the show, friend of the real life, Stephen Ray West, how many shirts we have, and he was just like, Jesus Christ. And he's like, it's Scott though, it doesn't surprise me. I'm like, we're one of the only people at SOS that have shirts.
Yeah, did you tell
we take up most of the shirts.
That a few months ago we cracked the code and stopped doing the thing where we're like, what 6 shirts should we put out? No, let's put out every fucking shirt we sell. And since we've done that, we've sold more shirts than we've ever sold.
Yeah. Smartest move ever.
Yeah. Stop worrying about taking up space and start fucking crushing.
Well, when there's only like 4 people that do their own merch.
Put the coffee down. Coffee is for babies.
Anyways.
Oh yeah. So we were going to do. So there's a real Furry Creek, BC.
It's an actual genuine place.
Yeah, it's just north of North Vancouver on the way to International Ski Resort Whistler. And so we were going to do a photo shoot of ourselves, and there's like a nice Furry Creek sign, like right off the highway, that we were going to do a photo shoot at. And I was actually looking into it, and fan of the show and local person, the Timo, who's come to Boom before, offered, because he heard us talk about needing a photographer, and he said, I could probably do it.
Yeah, because my friend Jordan's a fuckbag.
Although
it's a different Jordan.
Other Jordan.
I have 2 friends named Jordan.
Girl Jordan?
And this one spells his name fucking stupid.
Are they? They're both
bros. Yeah,
I thought there was a girl in the mix at some point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She's dead. One's regular Jordan.
Yeah.
Who used to be a fat
J-O-R Day-A-N. You know how letters work.
And this one is Jorjdin. Jordan. But it's
Jorjdin?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jordan.
No.
But is pronounced Jordan.
No.
Yep.
I am not letting him take my picture.
Well, he's not anymore.
Timo's in, Jorjdin is out.
It's fine. Jordan was out anyways.
So anyway, I was looking up logistics and stuff and found a news article from a couple of weeks ago that the Furry Creek sign has been smashed.
Yeah, just destroyed
by a car. But it is like it's a city thing, and they are going to fix it. So we gotta wait till they fix it, which seems like a thing that makes sense. So hopefully that gets done soon enough. But in looking, because I was looking how far up Furry Creek actually is, it's not that far a drive. It's not bad at all. But in looking around at the area, I find this little landmark right here. Sunset viewpoint at Furry Beach. There is a goddamn Furry Beach at Furry Creek, British Columbia.
Let's go right now.
I think we should go right now.
I want to get dummy thick like Thomas and McKinney.
Maybe just Mackenzie.
Thomas and Mackenzie.
I'm going to look it up.
Dummy thick.
Yeah. Oh, Stu, with the Thomas and Mackenzie, yeah.
Yeah. Wearing a child's bikini.
Shyamalan's not stupid. He makes some weird choices, but he's not stupid.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, so we're like legit a 45-minute drive from Furry Beach. So I thought that was pretty exciting news. And that's all the news that's fit to print. What do you have? Your turn.
I had something earlier.
Great start.
Earlier in the week, but I forgot. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, yeah. So
it's back?
There is one follower. Follows both of us on Twitter. Not sure about if they listen to the pod or not.
Are we mentioning my name or being vague?
Well, if they don't listen to the pod, then we're obviously fine.
But if they do, you'd rather be vague? It's fine either way, I'm just asking.
What do you want to do?
I just want to know, or I guess you can just type in their Twitter on mine so I can follow along.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Do I know them? No, I don't particularly know them.
Okay. So my Twitter feed, my x.com feed.
Thank you.
I've been very active about like removing furry porn from my feed so that if I open
a task easier said than done. You shut down one and two pop up.
So if I'm like looking at my phone in public or
you don't go to jail.
Work, I don't open my Twitter and it auto, like resets to the top.
You don't open your Twitter and Bowser's penis shows up.
And Bowser's penis shows up. This is exactly where I'm going.
Yeah.
So they I don't even know what their name is. Is it DILF? Is that second word DILF, but fancy?
Fancy script DILF.
Well, now they're gonna know if it's them.
I'm guessing we both have multiple DILFs on both of our Twitters. I don't think that's too much of a doxing.
Okay, so
I like that their banner is so clearly cropped porn.
Yeah, of course.
I like that.
But you're not gonna crop your porn?
Like, there's definitely stuff going on under the cutoff line there. Anyway,
they've been doing the Lord's work. of just retweeting gay furry porn.
Yeah.
Like non-stop. So every time I open my goddamn Twitter feed, I'm just getting berated with like, Bowser's ass is too powerful and he still wants more.
Yep.
While he spreads his cheeks and a bunch of cum comes out of his butt. Or, yeah, and it's like everywhere. And, oh no, no. There's like an alligator raping a dog.
Yeah, I saw that one. I liked it.
There's just a lot of Bowser stuff.
Yeah, that gator is giving it.
Yeah.
To the and again, honestly, probably goes without saying, but the art quality, fantastic.
Yeah, it's so good. But also,
it's so good.
It's so good, and yet it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate it so much.
I know.
I've come out quite a few times on this podcast with various things. I don't care for furry porn. It does nothing for me. And especially when it's gay furry porn. I really don't care about seeing that at all.
Yeah. Not my first choice either.
I don't mind looking at it if it's something very funny and stupid.
Sure.
But when it's like realistic.
When it's just real
eroticism.
Gay furry porn.
Like this one is the Sugar Crisp dog? Is it a dog? Cookie Crisps.
Cookie Crisp is dog.
Cookie Crisp dog and Tony the tiger, and Tony's just fucking packing, and he's resting
I'm on it.
Resting
Don't worry.
his dick on top. Yeah.
Oh, he's resting his huge dick on top of Cookie Crisp dog wolf's smaller dick. Glass
O milk, giant size, enlarged to show detail.
Yep.
See, like, that's funny to me. But I don't need to see, like, very sexually arousing material.
These aren't the boners I was asking for.
No.
None of these boners are fair.
None of these boners are for me.
Breaking the rules.
Yeah, that's, yeah. And then there's another person.
He's a very active tweeter too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like every time I open my Twitter, there's like a new one.
Because I'm scrolling, like I'm doing like a big scroll down, and there I see something from May, and I'm like, okay, we're way back. But then below that, because when you retweet something, it shows the date the original was posted, not when you retweeted it. So I see the thing from May, and then I see below the thing from May something from 1 day ago. He's made all of this in 24 hours.
Yeah.
This is psychotic.
That's what a lot of people are, though.
No, I know.
We've noticed that a lot. Where it's like one full day is like 45 tweets.
Yeah, because I'm just like, oh, January 22nd, 2022. May 17th, 2023. Yesterday. And I'm conservatively, I don't know, 100 tweets down.
Oh, they're all likes and retweets of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's fine. If you're into this stuff, that's cool. But do you need to spend your entire day retweeting porn, furry porn, like nonstop? The
answer is yes, but it's very interesting. I'm still at 1 day ago.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't matter how far I go.
Yeah. And then
they're all different artists. It's not like you just like blanket retweeted one guy's stuff.
No.
It's everything.
Everything. You're going through your feed like this, and just liking and retweeting everything.
This took a lot of your day.
Yeah.
This wasn't like 10 minutes. Yeah. This took a minute.
And then there's another person. I don't think I know what their handle is though, but they're I think I followed them because they wear a fursuit and the suit is great quality.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe they, I don't know, maybe they liked a tweet that or we were tagged in, I don't know, something. And it was just normal. Like they just posted regular stuff. And then all of a sudden they just start posting their porn. Like their like OnlyFans content.
I see.
And so now there's like a trans furry just spreading ass and like with the head on and stuff.
Yeah, like just head.
Yeah, but I'm like, this isn't what I thought.
This is not what I signed up for.
I didn't think your Twitter was this.
I didn't ask for this. And now
all of a sudden you're just like, eh.
It's tough out there.
It's hard out there for a pimp.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel.
Really is. I want wholesome content on my Twitter. I don't want assholes and Bowser dick.
Yeah, I don't really want hardcore porn on my Twitter.
Not particularly. That's what my secret Twitter's for.
Yeah. Your secret beast Twitter?
My secret beast Twitter.
Do you want to talk about Breen?
Oh, here's some boobs. Oh, they're not good boobs. I would love to talk about an American hero.
I would love to see if this Mitsuya Strong Lemon has any carbonation left that was in your fridge.
Probably not.
Oh! Not bad, Japan. Decent. You want to suck? You suck? He does. He's being coy, but he's taking it and is going to have a suck now.
It's delicious.
It was good.
I love it.
Thanks again. Paranomaly.
Neil Breen. What a gentleman.
6 films in the can. Yep. Everyone a hit.
Everyone a hit. 10s all around.
So...
little backstory.
Week ago our time. 2 weeks ago your time. Accurate? Yes. We treated ourselves to a near premiere screening.
Probably like one of the first 10.
Yeah. In the goddamn world. Across the globe.
Saw it before Adam.
Suck
it, Adam.
I guess he'll have seen it when this comes out, but I don't think he's seen it as of right now. So, again, suck it. Treated ourselves to a little showing of Cade the Tortured Crossing. And
live at the Rio
Theater, saved in part by genius filmmaker Kevin Smith.
And Ryan Reynolds. Noted terrible actor Ryan Reynolds.
Noted the same every time actor Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, can't turn it off, Ryan Reynolds.
That's a good way to put it, actually. Or they won't let him turn it off.
It's one or the other. Got a hot wife.
Allie Landry.
Allie Larder.
Allie Larder. There can't be 2 Allies.
Yeah, it's true. Allison Larder. Yeah, I follow Neil on Twitter, brag, and he was posting the dates of where there'd be screenings, and I immediately told Scott, who immediately told Kelly, and I immediately said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then you said, "I'll delete the message and so he doesn't see it," and then we went and saw the movie.
That's what happened.
It's really funny if he ever listens to this, but he's never going to.
He's not.
No.
But,
permanent timeout.
I will feel bad if he does.
No, he's not going to. He's on permanent timeout, as are a few people at the moment. I'm real big on permanent timeout.
Yeah, that's your new move lately.
There's 3 people on permanent timeouts right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. A premiere screening. We'd never seen a Neil movie in theaters.
No.
But that's...
They don't come along often.
They don't get released in theaters.
Yeah.
It's... if you don't know who Neil is, it's very hard to paint you a picture Because no matter what you say about him, you're not doing it justice.
It's hard. Yeah, you can't encapsulate the full thing really with any description.
No. He started out as an architect.
That's where he made his nut
in Los Angeles. He made a lot of nut.
Yeah.
And moved to Las Vegas and just
a thing that only sane people do is move to Las Vegas.
Rich assholes and porn stars.
And psychos.
And psychos.
Literally psychos.
Psychopaths.
Yeah.
So he just kind of out of the blue decided, I'd like to make my own movies.
It's his passion.
It is his passion.
Film is his passion.
So he's 64 now.
Yeah. So he would have kicked this off. When was the first one? 08?
2005.
Oh, I guess 5, yeah.
Double down.
So he started in his late 40s.
Yeah, with no experience.
No.
And he does every role.
No, well, he's got extras and a bit of supporting.
I'm saying, sorry, like in the production.
On the crew side, he is the crew.
Director, writer, producer, editor, musical director, craft services,
lighting,
hair and makeup, lighting,
stunt coordinator,
locations manager,
best
location
boy,
scout, best boy, not fattest boy.
No.
Not biggest boy.
Not biggest boy. That's Lizzo.
That is Lizzo. So he does all of these things as well as being the lead actor.
Yeah.
Then he has, cast around him and one other guy who's his camera operator.
Yeah.
And
believe me, if Breen could figure out a way to be
operate,
the cameraman and the actor, he'd do it.
He would. And then I think the camera operator guy was the director of photography on the first 3.
Yeah.
And then Neil took over.
Yeah, then Neil's like, what am I doing?
Another person.
It's gotta be me.
It's gotta be me. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of other filmmakers who do their own stuff like this. Where they just have their own budget, they do their own thing, they do multiple jobs and act. I guess, like... Did Shane Carruth kind of do that at the beginning?
Kind
of his career, sort of?
Yeah. And Orson Welles.
And what the hell's Vincent Gallo?
Some gets dick sucked.
You did. I think there are people with better talent who were able to make it work, but Neil's not really self-aware that he's making garbage.
Yeah, so
which is exactly what we want.
Is what's perfect about it. So he's very much in the Tommy Wiseau, The Room camp, the James Wen Birdemic camp.
Until the second.
But just Wiseau in The Room and just Wen in the Birdemic. First. Nothing Wiseau did after, and no Birdemic 2 bullshit.
No.
Because the beauty, what makes Breen the best, and I will say he's the best.
He's the best.
Of this genre.
Absolutely the best.
Is where Wiseau made The Room, and it became like a culty joke thing. And same with Birdemic on a smaller level. This information gets back to the directors. James Wan, I really hope I'm getting his name right, but
James Wan,
not James Wan.
Oh, okay.
I wish it was James Wan. I don't think James Wan has I don't think his brain is broken. I think he just made a bad, funny, very poor quality movie, and then it got back to him, and then he tried to reproduce it, but completely self-aware with Birdemic 2, and it was no fun, because the reason these things are fun is because they're made earnestly.
Yeah.
And then same now with Wiseau, his brain is broken. He has a...
But it's foreign broken.
It's a different kind of broken, but there's something very wrong with his head. And then when the room stuff got back to him, he like fully embraced it, but then also like went back on the initial like spirit of the movie, because he's like, oh yeah, I meant it to be a comedy.
Yeah.
And then everything he made after that, like you can see like the terrible quality is still there because he has no skill at what he's doing.
Right.
But there is now a self-awareness which makes it no fun.
No fun.
Now, the beauty of Breen is he's the same as Wiseau and Wen in those first movies, but he has now made 6 feature films and has gleaned 0 self-awareness from it. Like, he just thinks he is a brilliant auteur.
Yeah. Even after like appearances, talking at his movies,
like other humans have talked to him.
Yeah,
but they have not had the effect that they had on the other people.
Doesn't grab.
It's great. Like he knows what he is. What he's doing is perfect. He's made 6 movies. In every single one, he plays a different kind of robot alien Jesus.
Yep.
And it's perfect.
Yeah, he's very much like, because you look at him and you think, oh, he's like
aging 70s action star.
Yeah, like an old weirdo.
Yeah,
but then
he's, for any shit I give him or anyone else for moving to Vegas, he looks like he lives in Vegas.
Yeah, he does.
He's a Vegas guy.
He's a Vegas guy.
I'm shocked he wasn't born there.
Yeah, me too. He's born on the East Coast, actually.
He was an East Coast boy. Moved to LA to make his nut.
Yeah.
Then headed out to the desert.
To spend his nut.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you made me lose my train of thought.
Something about the way he looks, what he's doing.
Oh, so you would look at him and you'd probably think that he's some sort of like lunatic weirdo. Mm-hmm. But then all of the messages that he has in his movies are like very like left-leaning liberal, like, you know, against the corporation.
Yeah, he's anti-corporate.
Against the bank, against the government, like,
and anti-corruption.
Like, that's what all of this.
He's a good guy.
It's very weird.
He's a good guy, Neil Breen.
That he would be that way.
NB, GG.
TMI.
Non-binary. Go, girl.
Go, girl. Nobody saw Birdemic 3, right? Eagles?
No, I don't think anybody saw Birdemic 3. That's why I didn't even mention it. I'm like, 3 is just the worst 2.
Yeah. So there are staples of Neil's work that you wait for in every movie.
Yeah, and he will typically deliver.
Yeah. And so a few weeks ago, we knew that he had the new one.
Yeah.
He knew that we had Cade, the Tortured Crossing.
Yeah.
We knew that was a thing. And we were just kind of talking about the other ones or whatever. And then we were like...
And we knew Cade, the Tortured Crossing is a sequel to his previous film, The Twisted Pair. Twisted Pair. No, the Sound of Freedom, Twisted Pair. No, those.
And we kind of had this revelation. We're like, wait, did we actually not watch it?
See that?
Like, how did we not see
I don't know how there has been a Neil Breen movie out for 5 years and we haven't seen it.
But I think it was because you couldn't get it, right?
You definitely couldn't initially. I definitely had a hold of it before COVID, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been sitting there. And I guess we just thought we had seen it.
Because they all kind of blend together.
Yeah, because there is something of a sameness to his movies. He'll bust out a new trick every now and then, for sure. But, yeah, and like going in, because like even after we had tickets for the new one, we're like, I don't think we've seen Twisted Pair. Yeah. And then we kind of meant to see it before we saw the new movie in theater, and then we didn't, and then we watched it today.
And and I was like, what if there's stuff that we're gonna miss and we're not gonna? And you were like, I don't.
I'm like, Yeah, Drew. It's going to be real tough to pick up.
There was a little bit.
There was a little bit.
Yeah.
I still felt fairly confident with my grasp of Cade the Tortured Grossi.
Cade and Gale.
Cade and Gale.
They are two very drastically different movies.
They are.
And even though it's
one of them had locations.
True. They did have locations.
Yeah.
They even though they are a sequel to like a pair.
Yes, a twisted pair.
They literally have nothing to do with each other.
Not a great deal.
Other than the two twins, like the two brothers.
Yeah. And everything I thought about the first one based on having seen the second first was wrong.
Yeah, me too.
Like, not at all what I thought it would be.
No. So, let's do them in the order we watched them.
Ooh,
I think that's more fun.
That might be more fun.
Yeah.
And which is why I forbid it.
You want this to be the boring
I don't
podcast?
look, our listeners have a tendency to get overstimulated, so I don't want to
do 4 hours of podcast.
I don't want to introduce a too much fun situation.
All right.
But no, let's do that. I like it. You've charmed me.
So after we recorded 2 weeks ago's episode,
we went straight
to go.
There.
We went.
We got a little fire pizza.
There was 3 of us doing the podcast,
and 3 of us were going to the movie, and we had 3 tickets to the movie, and 2 of us went to the movie. But Matt had legitimate stuff to deal with, so it was fine.
And we got Firecrust pizza, which is delicious as well.
Nope. Regular fire pizza. Fire crust is different.
Fire pizza on Commercial Drive, which is delicious, and I hadn't had it in a very long time.
Shout out.
Used to be one of my go-to date places when I was
you said
like working at the school and stuff.
And then it was again.
But my date.
Would you say that was your favorite date at Fire Pizza?
No, because my date didn't put out afterwards.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted it.
Share the brown star.
Tail star. First, you got to undipe me, though.
Fuck. No. Did you?
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that you're going to dream about that tonight.
It's babies.
It's baby stuff.
Baby stuff. So theater was like relatively packed. So this is like one of your typical like hipster culty, indie, trendy little theaters with. It's old, very terrible seats. They also do
not somewhere you want to watch a 3-hour movie.
Not particularly. And
if I was, I would bring a hemorrhoid donut. Yeah. Or I guess a cushion.
They have a stage at the front. They sometimes do like actual like stand up, maybe some concert stuff. Burlesque. They used to do a Mystery Science Theater type deal, the Gentlemen Hecklers.
Yeah, which I saw quite a bit of in its time.
As far as we could tell, didn't exist anymore.
We didn't see any new ads for because they list a lot of stuff going on in the theater on like the box office window, and we didn't see it.
I've only seen one Gentlemen Hecklers.
I've seen probably 25,
and I don't remember which one it was. It was you, me, Daniel, Kelly, and maybe a 5th person.
Okay.
Maybe a Shane, or maybe an Andrew.
Okay.
But I don't remember what the movie was.
But who's to say? I guess they were
dead.
It seems like they were the gentlemanhecklers.com, they have an April 1st, 2019 post saying they're doing Catwoman. The next post is July 22nd, 2022, which means they were dead for almost a year before COVID.
Yeah.
But then a We're Back post. We're very excited to announce our return to the Rio on Thursday, September 1st for our 10-year anniversary. And then a post in February this year saying the 10th anniversary show was a success. 2023 has some exciting things lined up for the Gentlemen Hecklers. Stay tuned. That was 6 months ago. So there you go. I know they after I stopped going regularly, I think they lost one of the
hecklers.
3 and did a replace. Yeah, but that's about all I know. Yeah, it seems like they were regular every month until April 2019. We lost them. Anyway, they were good. They did a good job. I still maybe it's because I think it was the first one I saw them, Jaws 4: The Revenge.
The good one.
Yeah, which is one of the first ones I saw. And like a lot of their jokes stuck with me, and like I cannot not refer to the grandma, or I don't know if it was a grandma or an old mom from the movie, as George Washington, because as soon as they said it, you're like, oh my god, she does look like George Washington.
I'm gonna say that the one that I saw was Batman and Robin.
Okay, could have been that.
I feel like that might have been the one.
I've definitely seen them do that.
Yeah.
So
I think that was the one.
It's a good one.
Bat nipples.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Joel Schumacher, not gay.
R.I.P.
I love my dead gay director.
My dead gay director. Back to Neil. Mr.
Back to
Breen.
Neil. Yeah.
So we sat up at the Rio, and it was pretty full.
We ran into other furries.
For
not Matt, but people who live across the street from Matt.
Yep. And yeah, relatively full. Like it's a reasonably sized theater.
Yeah, it's good size. It was 2/3, 3/4 full.
But like the atmosphere is what you go for.
It was party time.
Those people are going because it's Neil Breen.
Yeah, there were custom Neil Breen Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah. And people were constantly yelling out, Breen!
Yeah.
Or, just having a great time. And the movie delivered.
Oh, yeah.
The movie's 96 minutes, 98
like
minutes.
Yeah.
And so he definitely filmed 98 minutes worth of footage.
That's not true.
Oh.
That's not true, Drew.
Did he do 70?
I will give him a super generous 70. Maybe more like 38.
I think he filmed 30-ish minutes. Then there was combined about 30 minutes of stock footage shots of interiors of conference rooms, drone 4K shots of the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah, what became very clear is that Neil got a 1-month subscription to Shutterstock, and he was going to get his confirmed by the credits that he was going to get his money's worth, and boy howdy did he.
Boy, oh boy did he.
I like that old show, Howdy Diddy.
Howdy Diddy. Is that where you have to go get Cambodian breast milk for Diddy?
No, that's where it's played by a monkey.
Oof,
Diddy Kong.
Careful.
What?
Careful. You're on thin ice.
I'm always careful.
Okay. I don't even know where to start.
Oh, where to start?
This.
Great question. I'm trying to decide if we've set the scene enough for what his movies are
it's
like.
It's so hard. And we haven't, because it's
they're
impossible.
Okay, first and most importantly, they're all for the most part incomprehensible.
Yeah.
You get a vague notion that Neil Breen's character is
Jesus.
Is the savior, some sort of space robot Jesus.
Yeah.
And then the rest is really open to interpretation.
A lot of the early stuff was very hacking heavy, technology heavy.
Yeah.
And then the last several have been very much AI and humanoid.
Well, they have, in that they say those words a lot.
Yeah.
But there isn't actually any of it going on.
It's because Neil doesn't know what that is.
At all.
At all.
There are 2 movies that are based around the concept of AI, and no AI happens in either feature film.
No.
None.
I think at the very end of Cade, when Kale starts to melt, there's a little bit of AI, but it's also his interpretation of AI,
which is the same as magic.
Is just robots.
Yeah.
Like, it's Terminator. To him, Terminator is AI.
Yeah.
And, like, yes, it is.
True.
But that's not what you've been leading us towards the whole time. Like, genetic modification, DNA technology, and then, he's just also partially a robot.
Yeah.
Like, that's not at all what you've led us towards. So, as we said, he does all the roles. But most of the production roles.
Yeah.
Most of the roles, not quite sure he understands what they are. I think he just films the way he wants to film.
Yep.
And that's it. And like I said, they're two very different movies.
They are.
Because Cade, which we saw first.
Yeah, but comes second.
I always come first.
It's a race.
He filmed a lot, but it was all green screen.
There are zero, legitimately, is there a real location in the film? Or is it exclusively green screen? I'm not sure there was a real location.
I think it's all green screen.
Yeah, I think it was 100%
think of a single thing
screen
that was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just green screen, stock footage, or like badly created background.
Yeah.
And they just use it over and over and over and over again. Like, the same backdrop will be used 4 times for like 4 different things. But it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's empty production design other than like anything somebody's laying or sitting on. So there's nothing in the room space to interact with.
No.
Everything is like created within the model. There's a lot of very hilarious going upstairs.
Yeah.
Where, like, the stairs...
Because he's going up something different than what the stock image is.
The gap between the stairs is, like, smaller.
Yeah.
Or he's only got 4 stairs to go up.
Yeah. There were some...
The actual flight has, like, 20.
Yeah. There were some perfect ones where he would step, like, in between the steps every single step.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was very fun. So there's a lot of that. Some of the things he loves to do is, like... He'll just freeze frame one character who isn't talking but is in the scene. So they'll be frozen in place.
Yeah.
The other character will do their dialogue. Then they will freeze. And the other actor will unfreeze to do their dialogue. But you might be thinking that they're in the scene together, so they would be like looking towards, at, talking to each other. No.
Yeah.
It's all talking forward. Or like at a weird angle that's not matching eye lines.
Not at all.
So like the other actor is to your left. So you would be turned talking to your left. But no, they're talking like somewhere between left and you looking straight forward off to the side at a weird angle.
They're like crossing streams with their eye lines.
With their eye lines, yeah. It's insane.
Which is actually it's not good in Twisted Pair, but it's actually worse in Cade.
It's worse in Cade.
Cade was fascinating because it's his 6th movie and we're pretty sure his technically worst.
We can confirm it's technically his worst.
Yeah. Which, like, it's... And there's something so special about an insane bad director whose first movie was not so bad and just kept making that quality, but is actually even slightly declining in filmmaking quality, which is increasing in enjoyability.
Yeah. And quality. He's obviously, like, once he discovered visual effects, that was, I guess...
It really took him to the next level.
That would have been in Pass-Through,
kind of
right?
Pass-Through?
Pass-Through was when he realized, like, you can, like, composite things over top.
You can
explosions.
You can put a tiger in the desert.
Even if it's in the snow.
Even if the background that the tiger's on is snow.
It's snow. Yeah, so once he realized that, it was sort of like a downward spiral of
literally it
just,
actually made his filmmaking
just
worse.
Relying on CG for everything.
And with the freeze framing, you said it's especially bad if an effect has to happen.
Yeah.
Because there'll be like the line of dialogue, pause for a long time, nothing happens, and then the item or whatever slowly disappears or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's great. I'll tell you, he's a patient filmmaker because none of it moves too fast.
No, but the good thing is he is making hour 30 movies, and that's what we need in our lives.
Absolutely, yeah. Everything is like 90-something minutes.
90-something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of the other things in it are like, he'll always have very awkward, like, fighting or physical altercations.
Any quote-unquote action is pretty fun.
Just like the weirdest grappling and throwing no strikes or anything because you can't.
Yeah.
He always falls down while running because he's old.
He's had like in these 2 movies alone, like multiple trips.
Yeah.
That made it to the final cut.
Yes. You edit your own movie, right?
You can cut that trip out.
Do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knows how to edit.
I don't think editing is his strongest suit.
No.
I think it's acting. Yeah. Let's be clear about it. Like he usually has no emotion, but every now and then he'll do too much emotion.
Yes.
When he's yelling.
Yeah.
I don't know how other two describe, like part of it is the writing also. It seems like he's never spoken to anyone or been spoken to in his life. And he just kind of pieced it together from stuff he's observed.
Other things, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not known for his human qualities.
Yeah, well, what's interesting is, like, if you told me Neil Breen is an alien robot AI, I'm like, that makes 1,000% sense. That makes more sense than him being human. Maybe these are all just documentaries.
Oh. I never thought about that.
Right?
He's documenting his life as an AI.
It's just an autobiographical documentary.
Okay. I'm listening.
It makes more sense than it being a work of fiction.
It does.
No one would just make this up and commit it to film.
And
it doesn't make sense.
Competent. No, this is exactly what I pictured in my head. I wanted it to be like this. Really? You wanted to have double freeze frames of 2 characters while an explosion happens?
Yes, he did.
Yes. I don't understand what you're asking me.
Like, I think if there was something he didn't like in the films, we wouldn't be seeing it. I think he liked everything that's up there on the screen.
Yeah.
I think he's on board.
I think so.
This is final director's cut. So, what?
I mean, the plot is...
Here's what I'll say. I think so Cade, the second chronologically, for as bonkers and terrible as it is, I think it has a slightly easier to follow plot.
It does.
Than Twisted Pair.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you the plot of Twisted Pair. We'll do Cade, and when we get to that, we'll see what we can piece together. But it is a tricky business.
It really is.
So, Cade, the sequel, and Cade, the main character, has become a playboy billionaire type.
Yeah.
Who is along with his team, other financiers are donating millions and millions of dollars to this decrepit mental hospital. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think it's ever stated. It's not stated early on that it's a mental hospital.
No, just it's a hospital.
A hospital. He just says the hospital, I believe.
Yeah. And he hasn't had time to see the hospital.
No, he's just given the money.
He's a busy man about town.
And he said he trusts them to do what's best.
And then separately, we see some down and outer types sleeping on the street.
In brand new clean clothes.
Who are awoken and accosted and struggle with a man in black.
Yeah.
Who the implication is the man in black gets the better of them and whisks them away. But we never actually see that. We only ever see the struggle, and then it fades out till to the next nonsensical thing.
Yes, the struggle that lasts way too long on screen.
Yeah, and the struggle sucks.
Yeah, and then we don't even get to see the payoff.
No, like, and sometimes it seems like the person on the ground is kind of winning.
Is winning?
Like, yeah. Is he going to abduct this person? I don't know. I like their chances.
Me too.
But I guess he does succeed. Oh, also, the movie basically starts with Cade. He fights a bunch of ninjas.
That's right.
Yeah,
and he needs to multiply to fight them.
Yeah, he tri-locates.
I believe he looks slightly off direct line down the camera and says,
"It's morphin' time.
I need to make this a fair fight or something."
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then he just splits into 4 other him.
Yeah,
but they're layered over top of each other.
Yeah.
So there's 4 ninjas or 5 ninjas, 5 Neils.
3 ninjas, High Noon, and Mega Mountain.
Yes, with Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Noted cool guy. 5 ninjas, 5 Neil Breens, composite over each other, all just like throwing kicks and punches like Transformers style, where you can't even tell like whose arm is what.
There was one, and they're all on repeat, and the one on repeat was a big slow looping overhead right that he was throwing.
Yes,
and it was just a delight.
It was great.
Yeah, I couldn't. I wanted to see all the things he was doing, but that one really grabbed the eye, and I really just watched that one. I'm like, yeah. It is the worst punch I've ever seen thrown in my life.
Yeah.
He could have sped it up too, but again, chose not to.
Or just not done it.
Yeah, well, he could have not done any of this, but then where would we be?
That's true.
We'd have no content.
No content.
So yeah, so that was that, and yeah. So and then do we get some shots of the hospital?
Yep.
Yeah, and things are bad there.
Yeah, it just revealed that the 2 people he put in charge of the hospital,
the naughty nurses,
one of them's bad, one of them's secret good, but is kind of acting bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she's a bitch to them sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
but then by the end, she's the face.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Again,
like there are no character arcs. There's no development.
Nope.
Nothing makes sense. Nothing's consistent.
Nope.
So don't be looking for like a
masterpiece.
Yeah, or us to satisfactorily explain anything.
No, it's very hard to explain.
It's honestly like trying to recount a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam actually had a funny story. I think it's on like the YMS Clips channel, because he and Gael drove to somewhere in Washington to see, because it was the only place. Let's see Twisted Pair, because it was the only place it was playing, and Gael always gets hassled at the border because he's
Lebanese,
because he's an Arab.
Yep.
And it was funny. He got hassled on the way back into Canada, even though he's a citizen of that country. But I guess the border guard was like really giving him the business about like, where'd you go? You saw a movie? What'd you see? Twisted Pair? Never heard of it. What is that? And then he made Gael explain Twisted Pair, and it sounded like Gael was just making up a movie because it's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
I do not envy that boy.
Nope.
Mainly the fact that because he's a dumb dog.
Dumb dogs. I hate dogs.
So shit, like the hospital is disgusting. It's like made of dirt.
Yeah.
Although it looks kind of nice from the it looks like sort of a castle from the outside.
Sort of, but it is also kind of old.
It's old, and and again the exterior Shutterstock photos are not the same as the interior Shutterstock photos.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's bad, but the doctors and nurses are like, I don't know, experimenting on the patients in some way. If you're waiting for us to reveal later what the specifics of what those experiments were, don't get your hopes up.
Genetic DNA.
It's some genetic something.
Business.
It doesn't matter. Nothing comes of it.
Nope.
So I wouldn't get too worried about it.
Me neither.
But so Neil is Neil's strolling through the field as you do, and then has to fight a tiger. You want to run us through that?
No, the tiger fight is perfect. There's like stock footage of a regular Bengal tiger,
Orange,
that they have removed the color
that they've
from.
desaturated,
So it's
and made a white
desaturated
tiger
down to a white tiger, and they put it over top of the green screen background,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like a real tiger. Neil recognizes that it's there.
Yeah.
And the next time we see it, it's like a cartoony
It's like a CGI
1998
Yeah.
CGI
It's a
white
reboot.
tiger.
It's a reboot tiger.
It's a reboot tiger. And it's like running at him.
Yeah.
It then jumps up, and when it jumps up on him,
Yeah.
it's like one of those paper cutout ones.
It's
that
one of
has,
the
like,
most
the pins through the arms.
Yeah, it's one of the most two-dimensional things I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
it's like a paper doll.
Yeah.
And they're just having like this silly ass grappling match.
Yeah.
Where like it gets him down to the ground and then he fights his way back up. But not at no point is the tiger trying to bite him, claw him,
No.
or hurt him.
Tiger's giving him a real fair shot.
Yeah. And so they're grappling and fighting and whatever. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden
We're all dying. One other crowd reaction thing, just right from the beginning, when they're doing the opening credits during the opening scenes, because almost every credit is Neil Breen.
Yeah.
So each time his name comes up, people cheer, and then the odd time that it's not Neil Breen, people boo.
Boo. Yeah, it was the cameraman guy.
And then literally same, and because the closing credits are so slow, it's basically one name per screen.
Yeah.
We did it again with the closing credits.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. Yay.
But anyway.
Boo.
Anyway, tiger fight.
So at a point, Neil says, "Stop."
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, knock it off, someone's coming."
Someone's coming. And then
And the tiger
just
does
stops.
knock it off.
Yeah. And then nobody comes. And Neil just walks off screen with the tiger.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then
no one was coming.
Wait, he eventually walks to other people.
Yeah.
But he was the one that was coming. Someone wasn't coming to Neil.
Correct.
Yeah. So, yeah, wires got crossed. It happens.
No confusion.
So like the newest crop of abductees was, damn, there's a lot of human trafficking going on in our podcast lately.
Nope. We talk about what we love.
That's true.
Trafficking people.
Yeah, so the newest van full of abductees crashed in the because the driver was drinking.
He was drinking empty beer bottles.
He was drinking clearly empty beer bottles.
The same.
Again, back to the 38 minutes of original footage. Each shot of him drinking was the same shot of him drinking.
Beautiful.
And did anything else make him crash, or was it just being drunk?
Just being drunk.
Okay, fair enough. And they crash in the meadow.
Yeah.
The meadow adjacent to where Breen was wrestling his tiger friend.
Yeah.
Who apparently will just knock it off whenever he tells him to. Which makes sense as more is revealed.
Yeah.
As more is revealed, I'm like, oh, so this must be a thing in the first movie, certainly.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Nope.
And he rescues everyone that was in the car. So both naughty nurses or one naughty nurse?
Both.
And
the only one he doesn't rescue?
And all the abductees, and the driver was never seen
Just
again.
disappeared.
Just gone.
Yeah. Not dead. Just not there.
Yeah. Schrodinger's human trafficker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he takes them on a big walk through what seemed to be some stills from The Sound of Music. Back to his castle. Did I think we might learn that he had a castle in the first movie?
Maybe.
No.
Oh.
Does he have a castle in the first movie?
Nope.
No. Does he have? Do we? Oh yeah, we see where he lives. He lives in a house.
His actual house in real life?
Probably his actual house in Las Vegas. And so yeah, takes him back to his castle, tells them he has 47 bedrooms or whatever, make yourself comfortable. They all say no.
We'll sleep
on
the mean nurse makes them sleep downstairs.
Yeah,
she
why?
Said, no thanks.
Just to keep an eye on them?
Do you think any of this fucking matters?
When do we get mean nurse hair reveal? Was it here?
Here.
Okay, so mean nurse has her hair up the whole time. Then she takes it down to go to bed on the floor. Her hair is conservatively knee length. It was
it's wild.
Shockingly long hair.
Because it's up
we
in a
couldn't
bun.
believe it. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's enough to work, but that was real ass hair.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Latinas.
They can't live with them? Correct. So yeah, that scene is pointless.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I'm like, where does it go from? Oh, it doesn't. That didn't matter.
Nowhere.
So then it's a lot of hospital stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's the same few people in the same few shots over and over and over. There's a big group bedroom where they're all on the fake beds.
Writhing in pain.
They use that a lot. Then there's a bunch of individual Survivor-esque confessionals where they're in their individual rooms talking to no one.
Yep.
Saying that they're in pain and sad and whatnot.
Yep. One girl was doing some big time overacting.
Yeah, if you were really going for it.
Yeah.
I respect that. Then occasionally we'll cut back with no context to a upscale dinner party where sometimes it's kind of good people and sometimes it's I guess Neil and his friends.
I don't know.
The good donors, but then there's also the bad donors who are I guess in charge of the testing they're doing. The people in the hospital. Now that I say it out loud, I don't know if this is actually easier to explain the plot of than Twisted Pair.
And also, one of the girls who was being kidnapped and experimenting on, they used the same actress as one of the party goers.
Yes. Yeah, there's definitely some multiple roles. Also, anytime there's ninjas, it's just the same people who are in the hospital.
Who are the patients.
And there is, spoiler, there is in fact the big action scene of the whole movie is where the experimented on patients.
The Woken Warriors.
The Woken Warriors fight ninjas, and the ninjas are just them in ninja costumes hiding their faces.
High quality ninja,
and
right?
They're some of the highest quality.
Definitely where their hair wasn't hanging out or they weren't wearing the same pants and shoes as they were as patients.
Correct.
Completely different.
Totally different. Did I just get a message right now from Adam about the fact that there is a second showing at the Rio on the 30th and that he's down to see it a second time?
Nice.
Yes, I did. So yeah, there's some nebulous evil corporate people.
Yep.
Who are in charge of the bad stuff at the hospital. To what end? Who's to say? Doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Nothing is resolved. Oh, and I haven't even mentioned is twin brother Kale. So Kale, in introducing Kale, we get a much needed backstory on both Kate and Kale, the titular Twisted Pair of the previous movie,
which you would have known about if we'd watched.
I know, and we would have had so much more context for this movie. Kate the Tortured Crossing might have been more confusing had we seen Twisted Pair first, because we would have had certain expectations, and they would not have been met.
We're like, oh, he got all these locations, so in the second one he'll have more locations.
When did he buy a castle?
You're like, oh, 0 locations?
0 locations. So, so the deal with Cade and Kale is they were born regular human Earth babies to regular human Earth parents. And then when they were children, they were scooped up by aliens and given alien AI humanoid technology.
Correct.
In their brains.
Yeah.
And then sent on missions to do good. And Cade did them good. And Kale sucked at it.
Sucked big time.
And so they took his AI out.
Yeah.
Because he did a bad job with it, even though they're like twins and they're the same. And they said that a few times, like, we were exactly the same, except I'm a fuck up. And since then, Kale has been on the outs. And he was like, he was having a real bad go of it in this movie. And that made me assume that he's like the main antagonist of Twisted Pair.
Yeah.
And that he's like this as powerful as Cade guy, only evil. And it's just a lot of Breen versus Breen who will triumph. But what's interesting about Twisted Pair, the first one, is that Kale also sucks in that. We at no point see him with any powers or doing anything of substance.
Nope.
So
not on the cards.
Yeah, so here he's the one doing the abducting for the hospital.
Yeah.
Because when he delivers the same people over and over to the hospital, he can sneak around the hospital freely and very choosily, not just grab up anything he sees, very choosily grab various pills and syringes to help his rapidly deteriorating body from the AI-ectomy that he had, I guess.
Make a nice cocktail, deal with your pain.
Yeah. The shot he gave himself.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was definitely a real thing that definitely looked like it went into his body.
There was a couple of those.
No notes, Neil.
There was a couple of those. Because there was one where the doctor gave it to one of the patients, and it was like on top of his shirt at an angle, and then there was like a tray there that just sort of covered where he was putting it in.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That was some movie magic right there.
Magic. And
there are a couple recurring things in this movie that couldn't have been better if it was intended as a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But two of which both took place in like the same operating room.
Yeah.
So one was there's a doctor with a guy in like an operating chair. And the guy in the chair is fucked up.
Yeah.
Not well. And but the doctor's doing some business. And then this other patient, the guy who we see get abducted easily 4 times.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the hospital's business model is. It's abduct people from the street, do stuff on them, toss them out like trash, but then just re-abduct them immediately.
Yeah.
It's an interesting system.
It's a weird system.
So anyway, the guy the most abducted guy, he keeps wandering into this operating room, and the doctor just gets pissed at him every time.
Yeah.
And it happens so many times with just like nothing is added. Like it's not actually reused footage. It's different footage every time. But just the doctor like, yeah, get out of here.
Get out. I told you to get out of here.
That one actually does pay off at the end when there's the patient revolt and he like attacks the doctor the 6th time we do that scene. Yeah. And then the other time, which is probably the funniest single scene in the movie, is the good girl doctor. Blonde doctor walks into the operating room, and the way it's set up is the door opens looking right at the center of the room, where there is a dead patient on the operating chair, and she walks in, she walks forward, looking around for 20-30 seconds calmly, looks just slightly more to her right and goes, oh my god,
and runs out.
It's like, it was such absolutely perfect comedy.
Yeah, it really was.
It was beautiful. Yada yada yada. There's a dance scene
There sure is. That we thought was the end.
that we thought was the end, but it was the first of a Return of the King number of
It
endings.
really was a Return of the King.
Yeah,
There were 4 endings.
yeah. It was pretty great. The dance scene was it was a group dance scene with all of the patients.
Yeah.
And
the 2 nurses wearing wigs.
the 2 nurses wearing
As
wigs,
if they were
as
different
if they were
characters.
different people. That's right. It was filmed on the first take.
Yep.
That's my.
all I got.
I'm going to add that to the IMDb trivia because you can tell it was filmed on the first take.
None of them really lined up with the moves.
It wasn't
I
perfect.
think the one,
A for effort.
the one kind of like Filipino guy must have had dance experience.
He had fighting experience too.
He had fighting experience.
He could
too.
throw bows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was the other guy because it was like the kind of stockier Latino guy.
Yeah.
Who could throw the bows.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
This was like the smaller Asian
Yes.
guy, and he definitely like. Oh no! It was the blonde girl who led the troop.
Yeah.
But the Asian guy seemed like he was the only one who could dance.
He had some DDR experience.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, dance revolution.
That's not an okay way to say that.
Why?
I don't know.
DDR.
Yeah, it seemed
Dance.
it seemed early for the movie to be ending, but we're okay with this.
Yep.
But then well, I was gonna say lots more happened. There was lots more movie, not lots more happened. No.
There was a typical Neil Breen speech about how we have to fight the power.
Yeah, so he has his most famous speech is in Fateful Findings, which is I guess his most famous movie. It gets the most play. And that has a great like end of movie at a podium, White House in the background question mark.
That's where he convinces
the president of the bank to commit
himself.
suicide.
Yeah, blow his brains out.
So this had several of those. There was sort of a court scene,
kind of. He was a judge.
Oh yeah.
He was the judge.
I forgot he was sitting
reason.
at the judge's bed. Yeah, they did like a Nuremberg trial.
Yeah.
For the bad hospital people, and I guess the head donor also gets to be the judge.
Sounds about right.
At the trial. Don't remember when we were talking about AI earlier. It doesn't matter. Nope. He had one power in each movie. It was a different power.
Yes.
And it was useless.
He had the eye of the tiger.
Yeah. But what did the eye ever do? Normally the eye was the end of the scene, so we don't see anything that happened. But his power in K the Tortured Crossing is it freezes on him. Yeah. And nothing happens for a long time.
Yeah.
And then his eye lights up a little bit, and then it de-lights up a bit, and then nothing happens for a long time, and then it's a new scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was his power in that one. And then his power in Twisted Pair was to be able to jump up one story and not do anything. and often just jump back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could fly.
Yeah. How does so
ninja fights? They all die.
Ninja fights, and then a quick Cade and Kale showdown.
Yeah, Kale wants him to kill him.
That's right.
Kill me.
Yeah, because Kale's face is falling off.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Kill me. I'm right here.
Kale's self-medicating is not working. His face
is melting,
decomposing, and he wants him to kill him. And and then Cade materializes Excalibur.
Yep.
And drives it through the back of his skull.
Yep.
Yeah. And sends him to and absolves him of his sins. And sends him to space heaven. Sends him to space robot Jesus AI heaven.
Yep. And then the tiger comes back.
And turns into a bitch with huge cans.
Just big old tits. Monster tits.
Yeah, that got
machine gun jubblies.
That got a pretty big reaction in the theater.
It did.
Yeah. It did. One the reappearance of the tiger at all.
Yeah.
Because everyone's pro tiger.
Very much.
Obviously. It was a smart crowd. It was a savvy crowd.
Yeah.
And 2, turning into a bitch with just a pair.
Knockers.
And that's most of it.
I mean,
Yeah.
There's nothing else really.
Yeah, and then the Kale dies, and then then we get like 3.
I don't know. Does he?
Then we get like it doesn't matter. Then we get like 3 more endings.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're good. And then we get the closing credits. And I believe the closing credits are the first time he doesn't do his cool trick.
Yes.
So for all the like credits that would normally be companies, like craft services, maybe lighting, maybe whatever.
Yeah.
He does made up companies with either the initials N or B or both in them, and then after all of them posts a little line saying any of the companies containing an N or a B are associated with Neil Breen LLC.
Yeah.
Which is very cute, but he didn't actually do that in the last one. He stopped putting on airs and just put Neil Breen for all of them, which you got to respect. But he did do the trick for Twisted Pair, which
yes.
which we enjoyed, and that was the one thing missing from the Tortured Crossing. So Twisted Pair.
Yeah.
So we get the brief backstory on how they
being humans, born to humans on Earth, but then abducted and became humanoids.
Yeah, he doesn't know what humanoids means.
Nope. He heard somebody say it and said, "Put it in my movie."
Yeah, well, I think he heard something non-human described as humanoid.
Yeah,
but he doesn't really understand that humanoid is just kind of the adjective form of human.
Yeah.
So to say a human turned into a humanoid is an odd thing to say.
It's a weird thing to say. That
someone with, I don't know, an education wouldn't say.
Correct.
Yeah. This is a tough one.
This one's maybe more incoherent in the actual plot.
Yeah,
but not in the manner in which it's made.
Yeah, because there's actually like there's something you can hold on to in this. There's the whole thing appears to be shot in one night between like 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. on the empty campus of Nevada State College at Henderson.
Yeah.
And hey, to his credit, he gets shit done.
He got a lot done.
He does a bunch on that one sidewalk.
Yeah.
And he was clearly allowed into one building on campus.
Yeah.
And he used a couple of rooms in it. And filmed a bunch.
It's also very easy to film all of that in a 5-hour period when you don't bother with lighting.
This is a very differently made movie in terms of lighting than the other one. Because the other one is exclusively green screen and
very well lit. Everything's overexposed.
Yeah. This lighting is bonkers. It's like he had one light that was 1 foot wide and 1 inch high.
Yes.
And that is the one light he used for every scene. And besides that one light, everything is shot in almost complete darkness.
Yeah. They didn't have access to the power grid of the school.
Yeah, they weren't allowed to turn on the lights in the rooms.
Yeah,
I guess. Or just they shut them off at night and you can't.
And that's it. You're out of luck.
But it's honestly probably the craziest lighting I've ever seen in the movie.
And this slash of light was like just for faces.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it was for torsos.
Mostly for faces.
Yeah, but like the trick of this movie, you got to find
just for farts.
It was just for farts. Yeah, you have to keep finding your sliver of light.
Yeah,
it was a challenge.
Bizarre.
So this movie is a movie where so Kale already sucks.
Kale's like he's addicted to drugs.
Yeah, he's a junkie and he has a
junkie girlfriend,
a domineering junkie girlfriend
who stays the same actress the whole time.
Who definitely doesn't change people for the last scene she's in. Yeah, confusing the shit out of us. We're like, wait, is that supposed to be? She's acting like it's the same girlfriend, but this one has blonde hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing, Neil? Clearly, like the one had to leave early.
I hope she quit halfway through. She was like, "This is fucking dumb. I'm done."
Did
Neil... Maybe when she got pushed off the bed, she
did get pushed off the bed.
I'm done with it.
That actress died falling off the bed, and then they had to replace her with a blonde. So okay, so I'm winding up to take a shot here. The Mr. Cuz, spelled of course Cuzzx.
Yeah.
Is trying to get everybody. What's he doing? He's the bad guy, right?
Summoning a pixie, a fairy.
That happened really early and nothing came of it.
I don't know. That's all I got from it. He has some kind of mystic power.
We kept hearing about the biggest cyber and terror threat in human history.
Yeah. Which was?
And it involved pipes.
Yep. But doing what?
Well,
pipe and stuff in, pipe and stuff out.
I think there's stuff going on in the pipes, certainly.
Okay.
And then maybe something comes out of the pipes, and then you
in which direction?
Then left,
into, or away from?
Away from.
Okay.
And then maybe what comes out of the pipes you mix up with maybe a little pixie dust or something,
or plutonium,
or plutonium, maybe a little U-238, or if you can get your shit together with fission, a little deuterium. If you want to do a big bomb, pussy.
I don't think they want to do a big bomb.
They don't.
They want to make a little
bomb. Yeah. So Kuz has some kind of
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think that it was ever made clear what he was doing.
There was a threat though, and it involved what appeared to be oil refineries.
I guess it looked like a microbrewery to me.
Kind of, yeah. It might have been a microbrewery, actually. Yeah, something with a lot of pipes and ins and outs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was gonna do that. What are we on time?
Hour 50.
Ah, shit. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll stop rambling and just get it over with.
Well,
we've given them context.
Help me out anytime. Jump in where you feel you need to. Yeah. So Kuz is doing his thing, and Breen has a girlfriend, has a wife who he loves, and sometimes he goes to the Nevada State College at Henderson campus and sabotages what Kuz is doing via CG explosions.
Yep.
And avoiding,
which is when he does the said jumping up.
Yeah, he'll
then back down.
Yeah, he'll jump up a story and do an explosion, and then jump back down, or jump up and nothing happens and jump back down and do some explosions on the original level he was at.
Yep.
All while avoiding people in gas masks.
Yep.
And automatic weapons.
Yep.
And then.
But then his wife is secretly helping Kuz, but we don't understand.
We don't know how she is helping him because we don't know what Kuz is doing is the problem. As I see it, that's the problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, there's one scene which will haunt me for some time, actually, in which so Kuz is very identifiable because he has crazy sunglasses, crazy suit,
a scarf,
a big scarf, talks with like voice modulation, like pitched down, and has a bowl full of diamonds, and sometimes a literal fairy. And by that I mean a gay man is hanging out. No, like a CG sparkles happen, and then a woman in a fairy costume appears, and she's just there. She's in 2 scenes. She does 0 things.
No lines. Doesn't do. All she did was hold the frame of that picture.
Yeah, one time she held the frame, and then the second time she turned back into diamonds
in her shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In her spiky shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure. Her deal in Twisted Pair is whatever Tiger Bitch's deal was in Cade the Tortured Crossing.
Look hot.
I guess look hot. Again, Neil's weird. He's not stupid.
Nope. He knows what's best for business.
So his wife betrays him ? And pulls a gun on him, and then But he's ready. And then
it's funny because there's a lot of talk throughout the whole movie about
so
how
much
he is the weapon
because he's got all the AI magic in him.
But then he also uses guns a bunch.
Yeah, to the point where he has a double
holsters,
double chest holsters, even though he's keeping both guns in his waistband.
Yeah,
that was cute. That was a nice touch. That was smart.
Yeah.
So she pulls a gun on him, and then he, even though he is the weapon, is also packing, and he pulls a gun on her, and they shoot each other in the face, and she dies, and he doesn't because she's a human and he's a humanoid. And he's fine. And there was actually established earlier where there was stock military training footage ? Where he superimposed himself over a pause screen of it and said, "Stay behind me, you won't get hurt because they can't hurt me."
They can't hurt me.
And then press play, and then he ran with them behind him.
Saves his troops. And he's a patriot.
He's a patriot.
He's a patriot.
He loves his country. And
I'm bringing these boys home.
Oh, so the scene that will haunt me. Again, Coos, highly recognizable. There's one scene where Coos makes a phone call to someone, and then we see Coos making that phone call, but that Coos in that scene only, is one generation older than the Coos in every other scene.
Correct.
It's a different, much older man.
Actor.
It's Coos' dad
as Coos.
Coos
Senior.
And I couldn't. That was a lot for me.
It was pretty stupid.
I didn't know what to do with that. Like, I'm not missing.
Nope.
Okay. Like,
and then the next time we see Coos, he's back to the other guy.
He's back to Coos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young Coos is back, and he's
back,
pissed.
Baby. He's pissed.
So, yeah. Well, yeah. So I guess all of Neil's sabotaging worked. There's never a showdown with him and Coos.
Nope.
They're never in the same. Oh no, they're in the same scene. But that's just when these. Okay. I'm recovering traumatic memories.
Your rape memories?
So the first time he meets Coos, he's undercover as a guy that wants to work with Coos. Are you looking at the waveform and not liking it? What's up? Are we okay? I wish you would answer me.
I don't know. Something weird's happening.
Well, that's not good.
It's still recording waveform.
Yeah.
But the timer has stopped rolling over. But it's still recording new waveform.
Okay.
What do you think that means?
I think wrap it up quick and hope it all worked.
Okay.
Yeah. So Neil initially meets Coos by going undercover as a guy that wants to help Coos. But then the next time he sees Coos, he's like, I'm going to stop your ass, Coos. Thus kind of rendering the initial undercover work somewhat pointless.
Yeah.
And then the last we see is a bloody hand, presumably belonging to Coos, reaching for his bowl, reaching for his gems, and I guess dying. Well, we don't know why, and also doesn't matter because what was he even doing? I don't know. It's fully incomprehensible. I'd love to see not even a script, because a script wouldn't do it, because script's just dialogue and description. That's not going to explain anything. I need to have a sit-down conversation with Neil Breen.
You need to get inside his brain.
Walk me through Twisted Pair.
You need to get inside his brain.
His Breen. Take him out for a 3 Breen salad.
Get out.
Yeah?
Get out.
Drew, your thoughts.
It was the plot, and I'm going to use that very loosely, all over the fucking place. I didn't understand half the things that why he was doing something, why his wife turned on him, or then he said to her, "You're one of them," and we're like, "Who's them?"
Well, yeah, who are they?
They kept saying they, that, like they kept saying it, and we're like, But who?
Maybe they're just non-binary.
The corporation, the bank,
Just they thems.
the CEO.
I think the bad guys are they thems.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
Sam Smith, bad
checks
guy.
out. Yeah, I think to try to derive motivations here is a fool's errand.
Yeah, big time. I don't think that they taught that in the one class of filmmaking Neil Breen went to.
That's so cute. You think he went to one?
He might have.
No, he's self-taught.
A learning annex?
Completely self-taught.
Okay, yeah, probably.
He's a genius.
He might have watched a YouTube video.
He's a you, you remember the movie Real Genius? Val Kilmer, maybe?
Nope.
Oh. Well, if you did, the pun Neil Breenius would be pretty fucking good. but what are you going to do?
Nothing.
I hope you enjoyed this.
I hope this worked.
I really hope this worked.
But it's still making waveforms, so I don't know.
Why can't everything just work nicely all the time? Nah?
It's cool.
Is it cool?
Nah.
All right, so join us next week for maybe the first episode of Season 5 content of Season 5. And then we'll do as many of those as we need to do until we're ready for 2021. But the idea of being ready for this in 2 weeks real time for us seems impossible.
Impossible.
Kimpossible.
No.
I fucked her.
Buy me movies.
What?
Buy me movies.
Budget's movies.
And give Scott money.
Yeah.
Or buy Scott...
Buy Scott movies
panties.
And give Drew money, and then Drew will pay me for the movies.
It's not a bad idea.